Today on Rappler, Albay prepares for Mayon volcano's wrath. Can the full moon on October 8 trigger an eruption?
Tignan po natin kung ito po ay matatawag na mansyon.
Police Chief Alan Purisima opens his 4.7-hectare property in Nueva Ecija to media. And what does a Black Ops campaign on Twitter look like?
Hello, I'm Maria Ressa. Welcome to Rappler, your social news network. Albay prepares for Mayon volcano's eruption. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, says the magma is 5 kilometers from the crater and is rising at 1 meter per hour. With Mayon showing increasing signs of activity, can the full moon on Wednesday trigger an eruption? At least 3 of Mayon's past eruptions happened during a full moon, when the gravitational pull on the Earth is at its strongest. PHIVOLCS says it's possible, but only under certain conditions.
Mayon is a legend of a lady, so a beautiful lady, and seems to be charming because of its beauty, conical in shape, symmetrical. Sometimes got angry and show tantrums. What you are studying?
It's war mode for Philippine Police Chief Alan Purisima. But it's not against rising criminality, but against wave after wave of controversy. Bea Kupin reports.
When is a home not a mansion or a villa, but an ordinary house? PNP Chief Director General Alan Purisima lays down some of his cards and opens his 4.7-hectare property to media. The PNP chief faces at least 3 plunder complaints, one for an allegedly shady deal inside Camp Crame, another for the donations of his friends, and the third for this allegedly underdeclared property in Nueva Ecija. The PNP chief hopes that today's guided tour with media will help him prove once and for all that all the previous reports against him were exaggerated and untrue. The house, built in 2010, is not extravagant, but it's no nipa hut either.
Purisima's men show media around his property. Plunder complainants alleged it's worth much more, but the PNP chief insists all his properties are above board and accounted for.
Sa ating pong paghusga sa bahay na ito, tignan po natin kung ito po ay matatawag na mansyon. Pwede po ba nating ihanay ang bahay na ito sa mga bahay sa Forbes Park, sa Dasmariñas, sa Urdaneta, sa Magallanes, sa Corinthian Village, sa Green Meadows, sa Green Hills?
Heads up for Meralco customers. There will be a small increase in the generation charge for September. The increase will be reflected in the October bills. Meralco says it will release the full figures this week. Protesters in Hong Kong are debating the next steps in their pro-democracy campaign as their numbers dwindle and employees go back to work after a week of mass protests. Relieved they haven't been cleared away by police, fatigue was taking its toll on the few hundred who remained. A meeting on Sunday between student leader Lester Shum and mid-ranking officials did not come up with an agreement. Social media informs and connects people, but it could also be used for negative campaigning. When telecommunications brand Smart launched its hashtag Smart Free Internet campaign, it was immediately hijacked by black operations. Rappler's data analytics arm Reach Social show how the hashtags Lie More and hashtag Lie More Pa drowned out Smart's efforts. In a move taken directly from real-world guerrilla warfare, the bots and fake accounts surrounded and isolated the central group or main influencers away from that Smart account. Let's now look at Rappler's Wrap for today, a list of the 10 most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. At number 5, Saudi Arabia's King Abdullah says religious extremism is a perversion which must be eradicated. This comes after Saudi Arabia and 4 other Arab countries joined a U.S.-led coalition conducting airstrikes against terrorist group ISIS, or the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. ISIS continues to carry out a series of atrocities, including crucifixions and beheadings, condemned by Muslims worldwide. And at number 9, conservative Muslims criticize young pilgrims taking selfies while on the Hajj. Photos with the hashtag selfie are all over social media, with the young pilgrims saying they want to document an important event. The Hajj is a holy pilgrimage to Mecca, the center of Islamic faith. For the full top 10, visit Rappler.com's The Wrap. Every story on Rappler has a mood meter, which gives you 8 emotions to choose from. Click how you feel and your vote comes down to the mood navigator in the middle of the front page. That crowdsources the mood of the day. It also gives you the top 10 stories that have affected our readers and viewers the most emotionally. If you take a look, these 10 stories have gotten the most number of votes on their mood meter. It is a holiday weekend, but take a look. The story on the Black Ops campaign on Twitter is in the top 10. It was just posted late yesterday, and you have 16% annoyed, 64% angry. Interestingly enough, 3% inspired. That inspired brought out in 2 stories, both connected to Lea Salonga. You have Lea Salonga Then and Now, 10 Amazing Moments. 76% inspired. And the story that's gotten the most number of votes in the last 24 hours, Watch Lea, Rachel and Miss Saigon cast past and present in 25th anniversary special. A whopping 68% inspired, bringing out the mood of the day. Today, most people are inspired. That is Rappler's Newscast for today, Monday, October 6, 2014. Visit Rappler.com and watch our newscast Monday to Friday. Tell us how you feel on our mood meter and help us crowdsource the mood of the day. I'm Maria Ressa. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.